Hey guys, welcome to my very first Makeup Monday video. I'm so excited to launch this new series on my blog. So a lot of you are probably thinking, what is Makeup Mondays? So basically I'm going to come out with a video every Monday, and it's going to be a vlog style video, and I'm going to be answering all of your questions. So you can email me at info@deepaberar.com, tweet me, post something on my Instagram, whatever you want, just reach out to me, and whatever questions you have, I'll pick out 2 or 3 of the best ones that I think are probably the most relevant to everyone else, and I will answer those questions. So if I don't get to your questions now, just hang on. Hopefully I'll get to them a little bit later. So for today's very first Makeup Monday chat, I have a question here. It's from Karamia, and it says, how do you perfect that winged liner look? So there's a few different ways that you can do this. What you want to do is you want to start with an angled brush. This is your best friend when it comes to a winged liner look. And your brush is going to be what you use to sort of perfect everything. The way you get it symmetrical on both sides is you're going to use your brush, and following that angle of your lower lash line, you're going to follow that up and position your brush as if that line was still continuing on. So you're going to lay your brush down there. That's going to make sure that both lines go the same way on both sides, so that it doesn't look like one wing is really high and one wing is a little bit lower. This is going to make sure that they're both symmetrical. How far out you want to go, you're going to measure with your brush width. So you can do 1 full brush width on both sides, or you can do maybe half. Just use your brush tip to measure, and that'll make sure that both sides are symmetrical. So when it comes to perfecting the look even further, basically you're going to draw the main line, then you're going to put that extension down right there, and then you're going to connect it across. That's essentially how you're going to do the liner. So remember, lay the first line down, put the angle down, and then connect the 2 across. Another way to do it, if you find that you're really messy or that you just can't get the precision down, you can take a piece of Scotch tape and lay it down right over here and do your liner, be messy, do whatever you want, and then peel off the Scotch tape and it will be perfect. Just so nice and crisp. That line will be so nice and perfectly straight. It's beautiful. The third thing that you can do is do your liner, do everything that you need to do, then take a liner brush with concealer and drag it along this line over here, and that's sort of going to clean up that liner and make sure that it's really just sort of straight and that both sides are symmetrical, because you can kind of manipulate it with the concealer. And it'll also give you that really, if you ever seen like in any of the pictures, Instagram pictures, like Crispy for instance, she's a fabulous makeup artist on YouTube. She's always got a really nice sort of clean edge right there. You use that concealer right over there with an angled brush, that'll clean up your eyeshadow for sure. So that is how you sort of perfect that winged liner look. Okay, so now for our next question. This one comes from Nisha, and it asks, how do you get your concealer to stay in place all day? So this is actually a really good question. I get this question a lot from people, and it's actually a very simple answer. It's a lot simpler than you might think. All you really have to do to get your concealer to stay in place all day is to set it with a powder. Now, what I mean by that is a translucent powder. My favorite is the NARS Translucent Crystal, because it's really just, it's so smooth you can't even see it. If you were to feel it, next time you guys go to Sephora or to one of the department stores, just give it a feel, and it's like silky, so silky smooth. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to put your concealer on, then you're going to take your any sort of little fluffy brush like this, you're going to dip it into the powder, just sort of coat the brush, and you're going to press it underneath your eye. And what that's going to do is that's going to push the powder into your concealer, and it's going to absorb any of the sort of emollient properties to the concealer and make sure that it doesn't slip. The reason why your concealer is moving around is because there's oils in it, and every time that you blink, even if you were 19 years old, you will still have some sort of line underneath your eyes. And when you blink, the oils in that concealer make it move to and migrate towards the inner part of the line. Once you put the powder in there, it sort of absorbs any of that sort of excess oil or emollient, and it stops it from doing that, and it locks it into place. So That's exactly how to get your concealer to stay in place for the whole entire day. And that's it for my first Makeup Monday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you have any questions, email me at info@deepaberar.com and I'll try to get to it for the next Makeup Monday. Love you guys. So if you haven't seen my how to dye your hair ombre video, I suggest you go there and watch that because that is exactly how I dye my hair. And yes, I do it myself.